Ross, can you pass these out? One for everybody. And leave one on my desk for you. Who wants to pass out books? Landon? Pass those out. So loud. I'm not shopping it. It's because you're mashing down too hard. Oh, Landon, grab it. What chapter are we on? Landon, grab it. We're doing chapter 16 and 17, guys. Julian, I don't know if that's enough. Here's for just anybody who doesn't have a pencil or a book. Does anybody else need a pencil, guys? Everybody got a paper? Okay, I want you to go sit up on that desk over here. Okay, what? You're reading number 10, paragraph 10. Okay.
This is the hardest one.
Okay. Thank you, Landon. Thank you, Jillian.
You said chapter
You gonna read this stuff?
chapter 16.
No, not right now. Just go sit down. We're gonna start reading. Don't worry about any writing right now, okay? Okay, guys, we're starting on chapter 16.
Can I read this first, like, have a full page?
What number are you?
1.
1? So you're gonna read to wind, okay? So it's gonna go 1, whoever has 2, and go from there, okay?
This chapter.
Read to
Chapter
what?
16, we're starting on page 100.
Read to what?
Wind. Once on the TV to wind, okay? Cross, can you move up here somewhere? Yeah. Thank you.
Can I borrow the pencil?
Absolutely. Oh, I'm gonna pass around a sticky note for you guys while you read. I want you guys to write down at least one vocabulary word out of the 2 chapters that you did not recognize so that we can talk about them afterwards, okay?
Where did you write it down?
On the sticky note that I'm holding you right now. What's wrong?
My pencil.
What time's it on this one? I need a pencil.
My Oliver
We'll get-
made me cry.
We'll get pencils in just a minute. Borrow one from your neighbor if you don't have one. There's pencils up there, but we're not gonna all get up at one time. Does everybody, do you have a sticky note? That's yours, that's yours, that's yours.
I had a spelling bee.
Stella,
You forget to spell your name. It's 4 letters.
it's 5.
What about my last?
Legend, here you go. Noah, here you go.
Actually, it's 8.
Zayden, Landon, and
And I wrote 5.
Hayden. There you go. Now, everybody have a sticky note to write down a vocabulary word. Jordan, do you have one? You have one? Okay, start with number 1. Cross, go
Oh,
ahead.
you ain't give me one of those.
Oh, yeah, I did. It's right there.
You mean where? One of the nose.
Oh, that's because. Where are you looking at? Up here. Okay, Cross, go ahead and start.
Once on the TV, this big hypnotized a lobster. And you saw it, he touches a lobster and it freezes. It can't move. That's what happens to me when his hand climbs over my mouth. Like I'm paralyzed, my head is empty, and all there is in the world is that big hand and this cool breath of me.
Remember sticky note number 2? Who is sticky note number 2? Okay, so this is where the geezer stuck you, huh? He whispers, down in the basement, out of sight, out of mind. Sticky note 3? You have
I
2.
still can't see his face. He just does this U-shaped thing.
Wait, where are you at?
Page 100.
Never mind, got it.
Everything changes now, he says. It's time I got to know my own son, who had his mind pointing against me.
Okay, number 4.
He makes me sit up and
shushes me to make sure I won't make any noise. Making noise is the last thing I want to do because I don't know whether or not Grim ever bought that gun he mentioned or what might happen to him if he tries to use it. Grim's bad dream about Grim gets shot with his own gun seems pretty real right now. And I don't want to be the one to make it come true.
Ethan?
I know what they told you, he says. It's all a big lie, you understand? I never killed anybody, and that's the truth. So help me God. By now I'm sitting up on the bed and he's making me put on my clothes, and the weird thing is, none of this is a surprise. It's a surprise. Somehow I always knew this would happen, that he would come for me in the night. That I would wake up to find him there, filling the room, and that I feel empty.
Okay. Number 6.
Can you pause so we can answer this question? Because that's what it's about.
Okay, if there's a here you go. Answer that question. You can answer as we read, guys. That's okay.
Answer which one?
Number 1. Remember, full sentences. So you read next, okay? Do you guys have something? I'll say something. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on. You can keep answering, but listen as you answer, okay? Soraya, we're starting at I'm so weak.
I'm so weak, I can hardly put my shoes on. Making you wake up and your arm is still asleep, and you can hardly make it move. That's what I feel like over, numb and prickly, and as light as a balloon.
Like my hands might float up in the air if I let them. Who has number 7? Jessica.
This will be an adventure, he says. You're going to have the time of your life, boy. Okay, we're leaving and not a peep out of you.
Kelly.
The bulkheaded door is open, and you can see the stars. Some people think the stars look close enough and to touch. But Freak says the sky is like a photograph from a billion years ago. It's just some old movie they're showing up there, and lots of these stars have switched off by now. They're already dead, and what we're seeing is the rerun. Which makes sense if you think about it. Someday the rerun will come to an end, and you'll see all the stars start to flick off, like a million flames blown up out by the wind. Do I have to read the rest? Or is that?
No, Jillian.
This way, he says, quiet as a mouse. There's snow on the ground. Not a lot, enough to cover the ground. I can tell how cold the air is, but I can't feel it, even without a jacket, which I didn't have time to put on. The cold doesn't matter. Nothing does, really. Not Grim and Grim or the old stars in the sky, or Freak and the fairy blend. They're all just make-believe. This dream I was having for a long time, and now I'm awake again, and it's filling the room somehow, even though we're outside. The lights are off at Freak's house, and I'm thinking the stars clicked off, and I don't even know why I'm thinking that. It's like a dead voice in my head or something.
Okay.
We're under a streetlight when he said, "Let me look at you."
Oh. Okay. Keep going, girl.
He's got these big eyebrows that make it hard to see his eyes, and that's fine. I don't want to see them. Looking at those eyes is asking to have a bad dream.
Okay, who has number 11? Thank you.
I'm right, he says, checking me out. When you look at this, it's like I'm looking at an old picture of myself. You really are a chip on the old block, you know that? I don't say anything, and he reaches out and touches my face real gentle, as if he never heard a fly. I say, boy, do you know that? Answer me now.
Yes, sir, I said, everybody says so. Christmas Eve, he says, you know how many Christmas Eves I've been deprived of my unwillingness hard food? Now is that fair to do that to a man, lock him up for a crime he never did? He waited for me to answer and I said, no, sir, it's not fair.
That's over and done with, because when it started first getting ready for it, I thought it was meant to be.
Okay, who has number 14?
Standing there under a street light, and it's amazing how quiet it is. Like everybody is away one night. The quiet is almost as big as he is. He is as tall as me, only wider everywhere, and for some reason, maybe because I'm not harsh my feelings. I'm making this weird, but he doesn't need that suit.
Lady, do you have a sticky note? Can you read?
None of you is as though for me, or appeals to the king, or the Lord, or the fair lady. He doesn't mean anything except this.
What it is. You lost your spot. What he is.
But he is everything, all born into one thing, very much, and every duke and not even the great Lancelot.
Good job. Cross, you wanna read again?
Yeah. He's squinting around, his eyebrows are furrowed shadows, and he says, you know what I think of when I see a neighborhood like this? Interest is what I think. That's how these people live like monsters in cages. They have their little wheels to run on, and that's what they do for the whole of their lives. They run and get nowhere. They just spin us in there.
Okay. Zaylan, read they poison.
They poison you and give you know that, says, give it time, you'll see the truth. He starts walking fast, and I walk with him, but my feet already know because we're cutting through the side streets and heading down to the front, all through the light entrance. Tomorrow morning, because my kids will take their sleds and kids out there, and finally lose their new kittens as far as, and yeah, their other moms and dads. But tonight, be quiet and sleep. It's as empty as the moon, as empty as my head.
Braylon?
What's up, Carl? Dreams told, and I have got this strange feeling that there's no one out there. He hooks his finger in my shirt collar and makes me dip into the car goes by. The car passes and you can see through the dark windows and you can hear the snow crunching under the tires, spooky and frozen.
Okay. Madeline?
I'm lost for.
We're invisible. We're about the midways through 104.
We're invisible, he says, making me stand up now, isn't that a kick in the pants?
Yes. Okay.
My
Who's
feet,
number 5? Ethan, you wanna read?
My feet already know where we're going, the New Testament. There are a few lights in the old buildings, and you can see some of the windows are cracked. It looks like a knife cut against the lights, and he's saying,
6.
I tried to nod, and the funny thing is, even though I'm not cold, my teeth are chattering. So it's like the rest of me is freezing, but my head hasn't noticed.
Jessica?
That's what we're doing, seeking shelter, he says, except this isn't exactly a manger we're going to.
No, sir, I said it sure isn't. He touches me real soft, and on the back of her neck it says, I didn't ask you question, boy. You ruled the number 1. Don't sass your old maid.
Sure. And make sure my mouth stays shut. We're warming up on the new chestnuts, and they look almost pretty with the new snow covering the roots and making the yards clean and light and soft. You can see where an old white handlebar is coming through the snow, and shapes of other things left out, and even the old car up on blocks looks new, or they might take off into that area without any wheels. I know where we're going, even though he doesn't tell me.
Stella?
The door opens before we get there, and Maria Lee is standing in the light, and she's saying, Iggy, come look what the cat dragged in. He says, say hello to my boy Frida. Ain't he a chip off the old block?
Okay, next. 12. Is that where we're at? 11?
Then we're inside, and Iggy is found opening the door behind us and closing the shade. And Moana, she's wearing this well, slinky wet dress that looks like it might fall off if she sneezes. She says, mission accomplished. Hey Kitty, I knew you could do it if anyone could. Iggy says, watch your mouth, Moana. I do believe you've been drinking. My father says, has he been drinking, Iggy? I thought I made myself crazy.
And it's perfect to you, Iggy says, and Iggy sounds really a little punch, a little punch, a little punch,
Okay.
She's wearing the fake eyelids. So her eyes is almost like green and gray. I know because she keeps flapping her eyes at the ground so I can see where the lipstick
Lena?
He says she's okay. Put it down over at the registers. Turn over a new leaf. Turn over a new leaf. So there's no room for anybody. Taking out on the couch where a man is cast.
Pause. Okay, guys, we're gonna pause. We ran out of time just because we have library and boot camp today. So we'll finish this during RTI time and we'll answer our questions then, and then we'll work on our character charts then too. So we have about 4 more pages to read, and then we will finish up our work for the day after recess, okay?